is solo P1, solo P1. And again, F1, Sky Sports F1. They never learn. They will never learn. Lazenby, I don't know why they didn't get rid of him. It's clearly he hates Lewis Hamilton. He clearly doesn't give the same respect to Lewis Hamilton that he gives to Lando and George. If you would have watched my last review when I was talking, I think it was Australia when I was talking about Lazenby. Lazenby for Sky Sports F1, he shouldn't even be in the job. Let's face it. When you go on his Wikipedia, what do you see? Nothing. Nothing on his Wikipedia. You know the reason why you don't see nothing on his Wikipedia? Because he is nothing. Zero. I know he likes to have a bit of that and a bit of the partying, but let's face it, yeah, when it comes down to Formula One, he's clueless. He's only speaking about the stuff what Sky Sports radioing in his radio. If he didn't have that radio, he'd be lost. Damien Hill could carry that show with Naomi Shift on their own. They don't need Simon Lazenby or Lazenby, whatever his name is. Let's face it. Last time in Australia, what was he saying? He spent the entire weekend repeating himself, saying George outqualified Lewis again. George is faster than Lewis. That's what he spent the entire weekend repeating himself. 30 plus times he did it. 30 plus times. Okay. So what does he say today? Look, what happened at Baku with George today? It is what it is. It is what it is. Just wasn't fast enough. But what did Lazenby say? What did Simon Lazenby say? He said the reason why George didn't qualify is because Lewis was giving Oscar Piastri the toe and that knocked out George Russell. That's the reason why George Russell didn't qualify for Q3. That was Lazenby's opinion, Lazenby's excuse. Why is this idiot on my TV? Why? Why is he on my TV? Look, my pick today was Perez. And you know what? Enough of this. I'm going to get Toto Hammerhand. Toto Hammer. We are joined today with Toto Hammer. He's my co-Q's. He's my partner in crime. I just had a rant about Simon Lazenby. I just had to get that off my chest because this guy is a degenerate. Doesn't belong on my TV. All he likes to do is stir stuff. And when they was getting rid of Sky Sports presenters, when they got rid of Paul di Resta, they should have got rid of this guy as well. This guy's at least with Paul di Resta, yeah, you know what, Guan? You know, he just doesn't like Hamilton. But this guy, what does he always say? For the neutrals. So, look, Toto, what do you think of the... Who did you pick yesterday? Who did you pick for the qualifying?
I was going Perez pole and Thingy race win Verstappen.
Oh, we both got it wrong, didn't we?
So
we both got it wrong for the qualifying.
But the qualifying, to me, I think it was boring. Pierre Gasly going out in Q1. There was 2 red flags in Q1, which just dragged out the time a little bit. And I was thinking we should be at least nearly into Q3. But yeah, the qualifying was longer than usual. But the qualifying, I thought, was boring all round. I think Q3 was, of course, the most entertaining part at the end, obviously, when they go put in the fast laps. But Leclerc getting pole, I didn't see it coming. I didn't see Leclerc getting pole all weekend. he looked okay, but it didn't. The Red Bulls are always at the top. Perez and Verstappen were trading fastest laps. And yeah, so Leclerc pole. Let's see what he can do in the sprint race. Because of course, there's a sprint shootout tomorrow, and they're the position at the 10th for the sprint race, and then this qualifying the 10th position for the race.
I know.
So yeah, that's just my view on it. Before we get into the summary.
The thing about it, yeah, we should have saw this coming because Charles has got a very good record on street circuits as well. Yeah, he's got a very good record in street circuits. I'm just trying to move this picture. He's got a very good record in street circuits, just like Checo Perez. So yeah, I'm just trying to move this picture. Hold on. There you go. Yeah. He's got a very good record. He's good in Singapore. But because of the speed of the Ferrari car, yeah, we didn't see it coming. Obviously, because the last race Ferrari wasn't really there. But I heard that they've got. I know McLaren was up there. I never saw McLaren coming. McLaren doing good in qualifying. Yeah. They said they got a new floor. So yeah, they got a new floor, McLaren, and it shows you one little upgrade. I think one little upgrade can do so much because it's the ground effect, isn't it? And the floor is the most important thing on the upgrade.
Look, you can see at the start of the season, there was they couldn't even barely make out a Q1. Lando Norris is usually getting the most out of the car, but us Piastri, Lando Norris's, and of course the upgrades have been helping McLaren. And it's like with the 2021-2020 season. I think 2021 season where they had a really bad car at the start and they just slowly improved. So it's nice to see McLaren back up there again.
Yeah, but by the way, this is a live reaction. We're not going to really get into detail in this. This is more of a live reaction. It's going to be like a 10 to 15 minute video. This is where we just talk about our thoughts at the beginning. Monday will be the debrief. We're going to go more into detail and we're going to pretend that we're engineers, which we're not. We just pretend. You can have a look at our thumbnail. Yeah. It's quite funny, actually. We spent a lot of time on that thumbnail. Yeah, but that's what Monday is the debrief. But this is just a quick live reaction. What do you think of Nick De Vries spinning off in Q1?
Yeah, Nick De Vries straight into the wall, and I think he just misplaced his braking point because he wasn't even close to the apex. He was nowhere near close, and usually that corner, it's like you need to brake at the perfect time because there's a wall right there. It's so close and it's so narrow, so it's important to get the braking point right. But I think Nick De Vries, if he would have got that braking point right, it would have been doing good. But yeah,
I'm not so sure about Nick De Vries at the moment. I think he's beginning to realise Formula One's not as easy as he thought. All right, he had a good little race last year when he filled in for the Williams car. Obviously, that gave him a little confidence, but obviously, it's not coming into play at the moment. Tsunoda's still having him over, and I said when I saw Drive to Survive, I saw that episode of Drive to Survive, and it was Nick De Vries, and it was the Tsunoda story. And Nick De Vries said, I'm going to come in, I'm going to take over. Basically, that's what he was saying. And I always thought that would work against him because that's just going to fuel Tsunoda. Some drivers will be intimidated, but obviously Tsunoda's not intimidated. And Tsunoda's having it, and he's having it in the car. He's doing well at the moment. Max was complaining like you. Yeah, what are you saying?
I said that Tsunoda got better.
Yeah. Max was complaining about his neck rest. Bit questionable there. I'm glad that we had the Bernie Collins. She's a new. She used to be with Aston Martin. She was a chief engineer, one of them. And Bernie Collins was suspicious over Max Verstappen about his neck rest coming off in qualifying. And I'm glad that she pointed that out because that just went under the radar. Because I was thinking, your neck rest coming off in qualifying, and she was a bit suspicious of it. I think. Crafty said, we can talk about it later. Nothing come of it, obviously, because it's Max Verstappen. Max Verstappen was under investigation, unsafe release. What is the point of putting these unsafe releases or penalties towards Max Verstappen? Because what it boils down to, is any penalty, suspicious penalty, we know what's going to happen. Max Verstappen will get away with it. What do you reckon?
look, I just don't understand. I never catched
Yeah,
the unsafe pit release,
yeah, yeah.
but of course there's going to be no further investigations. There's actually no point investigating it,
No, because it's Max
and
Verstappen.
yeah, but
Because it's
I
Max
know
Verstappen.
it's just that the FIA is always on his side, and he's got a history of that, and he's just a pro. The FIA is always backing him, just like Abu Dhabi 2021.
Yeah, it was a broken.
There's just
It
that
was. Yeah, go on.
broken. So yeah, that's my view. But there's more stuff onto the qualifying. There was two crashes as Gasly and Tsunoda.
Yeah,
And they were saying on the commentary that Tsunoda had a similar crash like Nick De Vries in 2021.
yeah, yeah,
So Nick De Vries crashed like the same way as Tsunoda in 2021.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
So
That's what they did. I caught that. Yeah,
that's just a bit of facts. But yeah, there was two crashes in Q1, two red flags, and they were really the most thing that actually stood out to me.
yeah. It kind of killed it off the qualifying for my liking. That kind of killed it off with the two safety cars. Kind of killed off the momentum of the qualifying. I was suggesting, I
Yeah,
think that they've got it the wrong way around. I think that the qualifying should be tomorrow. I think, look, today was qualifying and it determines grid position for the race. I get it. That's the way qualifying's always been. But tomorrow, when tomorrow starts, what it's going to be, they're going to have a super race shootout to determine the grid position for the sprint race. And when they have the sprint race, it's going to be points. Obviously, the top 8 is going to be double points, which is good. But let's
yeah,
face it, the true hardcore Formula One fans, not the new fans, not the DRS fans, not the Netflix fans. And what I mean by DRS fans, the people that always, the new fans that have just come in and thought DRS was always been on Formula One cars, them kind of fans.
yeah,
I'm not about the hardcore fans like me and you, the hardcore fans that we speak to all the time on our channel, the ones that we talk to on Twitter all the time, all our friends. What it boils down to, I think they've got it the wrong way around, because when tomorrow comes, the true hardcore fans like us, we're going to say, why are we watching this? We know what's going to happen. We know that, say, Lewis Hamilton's P5, which I'll get into later on. We know Lewis Hamilton's P5. We know that Charles Leclerc's is P1. Why do we need to watch this race for? What about someone who
I
supports
know.
Williams? What about someone who supports Alpine? Well, not Alpine, yeah. What about someone who supports a lower team like Haas? They're going to be thinking, what am I watching this for? We're not going to get points anyway, so I'll just wait till the race tomorrow on Sunday. This is what I'm saying. I think they should have had the sprint race on Friday. Now looking at it now and all the rules, the way it's set out, they should have had the sprint race on Friday, and then that would be fun for the spectators. And after, like I told you, they should have they should speak to the fans and have the meet and greet together, like I mentioned on the video yesterday. And then tomorrow they have the qualifying, because tomorrow, let's face it, we know the grid position. We know the grid position. This
Yeah.
sprint race is just separated from the race. So I just
I just think they should have kept the old format. Seeing
yeah,
it now, I think
yeah,
they just kept the old format. Qualifying for the sprint. Whoever wins the sprint, wherever you finish in the sprint, you're positioning, and you get points as well. So, and then that depends on positioning for the race. That's how I would do it before.
yeah,
But yeah, I think this qualifying format's all messed up.
yeah, it is. And
And yeah, another highlight into qualifying that I think Ferrari was doing better on the straights than Red Bull. They was doing 0.14 seconds faster
yeah, I
than
caught that.
Max. Leclerc was doing 0.14 seconds faster than Max on the straight because they run
Yeah,
a low drag. But of course, got to say that for the debrief.
yeah, we could repeat ourselves. It's not like we're going to get 200 followers or 200 views, are we? We're here just to keep plugging along. What stood out for me again? More trolling. More trolling. Obviously, I told you about. I said about Simon Lazenby at the beginning of the video. That man is so. Carew. Carew is basically took over from Paul di Resta. It's Paul di Resta 2.0. That's what Carew is saying. Oh, look at the works teams. The two customer teams are beating Mercedes. He was referring to McLaren and Williams. He says the two teams are. This is before the end of Q3. So the two teams are beating the works team. The two customer teams are beating the works team. All they do right, which I'm going to mention at the end of the video. I'm going to mention this at the end of the video when I wrap it up. I'm going to wrap it up in a minute. I'll let you go, Toto, and then I'll wrap it up at the end. Not yet. I'm just going to go through a few things now. Top three at the end of Q1 was Charles Leclerc, Verstappen, and Perez, and out was Wanyu Zhou, Hulkenberg, Magnussen, Gasly, and De Vries. Q2, Carew was trolling, like I said before. Q2 was Verstappen, Leclerc, Perez, and out was Russell, Ocon, Albon, Bottas, and Logan Sargent. What did you think of Russell going out? Do you believe it was Lewis Hamilton what was deliberately... Oh, can't believe I'm saying this. Do you think it was Lewis Hamilton deliberately towing? This is what I'm saying. The guy's going 200 miles per hour. Yeah. The guy is going 200 miles per hour. Let's have some logic. If the guy is going 200 miles per hour and he's really going to look at his dashboard and find out where, what's his name, the Australian guy?
That's true.
Oscar Piastri. He's going to find out where he is so we can tow him just so Russell doesn't get the last position. How would he know that? Lewis Hamilton is just going to drive his own race. So what do you think of what Simon Lazenby was saying on the TV and what it was only him what was saying it, by the way. No one else was. Go on.
I just can't believe Simon Lazenby came out and had the nuts to say that in the panel, because you can look. You've been saying this for ages on your reviews. I've been saying it for ages as well. Yeah. Simon Lazenby just hates Lewis Hamilton. That's all he does. He just hates Lewis Hamilton, finds little bits just to try and run Lewis Hamilton down. Like every time when George Russell outqualifies Hamilton, you always try to just run Hamilton down, run Mercedes down. That's just the way he is.
That's all he does.
It's just the way he is, man. And how is it Lewis's fault? Why did Russell put in laps in before? It's not Lewis's fault.
You see. Perfect answer. This is why we have Toto Hammer on his channel. Why couldn't Russell put the lap in before? Very simple. Very simple. But they're not going to mention that on Sky Sports F1. Oh, yeah. No credibility, by the way. There you go. Go on, Toto.
Yeah, just I think I've said my piece already about the thing.
No,
it's
but
just
it's true what you
unbelievable.
said, though. It's true. No, but it's true what you said, though, Toto. It's true what you said.
It is.
Why couldn't he put the lap in before? It's simple. It's simple. Why couldn't he put the lap in before?
I know. It's just.
Come on,
it's just the Sky Sports F1. He's lost all the credibility. The Russell credibility ages ago. F1's lost the credibility. The panel, the commentaries lost their credibility. Not every single one, but most of them. And listen, that's why the satellite man's like Paul di Resta as well. Always just biased. I don't know why they sat Lazenby. I think Lazenby's flipping even worse. Lazenby's even worse. So yeah, man. It's just deliberate.
I know. He knows what he's doing. I think when he tried, there's a video on there. You see Lewis expected in the car. His Ferrari car is funny. But yeah, what time are we on now? We're gonna wrap this up now. But I'm gonna do my talking at the end. So I'll let you go, Toto. You can say goodbye to the people. So
yeah, man, before I go,
go on.
I'm going to probably go Q3, Max and Leclerc at the same time. And that was brilliant to see.
Yeah,
that was brilliant to see. And it was a shame that, of course, Max Verstappen did his time first. So Leclerc came second. But yeah, I said my piece. And I'll see you in the next video. See you later, guys. Toto Hammer. Bye.
Right. I'm going to wrap this up in a minute, guys. I'm going to wrap this up. But before I go, Sky Sports F1. This is the Sky Sports F1. I am just a normal guy that comes on here and does my race reaction. I'm not an expert. I don't claim to be an expert. I'm not a master's degree student. Don't claim to be. But I'm not silly. I have eyes. I'm not stupid. I have a brain. I can speak. I can communicate. If someone wants a conversation with me, they want to come on my channel, I can communicate back and forwards all day long with regards to Liverpool FC, regarding Formula One, and regarding tennis, whatever. But any moron with half a brain can see that Sky Sports F1, especially the two, Paul the rest of 2.0, Paul the rest of 2.0 Carew, Simon Lazenby are biased towards Lewis. They hate Lewis. They do not, look, hate's a strong word, but they do not like Lewis Hamilton. They despise Lewis Hamilton. I said at the beginning of this video, Simon Lazenby spent the whole weekend, 4 weeks ago in Australia, pushing George. Oh, he's out-qualified Lewis again. He's out-qualified Lewis again. There you go. Attaboy. Attaboy. Let's go. But this weekend is a very different Simon Lazenby. This time, Russell didn't out-qualify Lewis. George didn't even get into Q3. And that's his fault. Nobody else's. It wasn't Hamilton's fault. It wasn't Mercedes' fault. It was George's fault. Very simple. The problem with George is, and I've got total respect for George Russell. I've got total respect for George Russell. I'm not a George Russell hater. George Russell is one of my favourite drivers on the grid. I am a big advocate of George Russell. Very simple. I'm not a hater. You go back and watch all my videos from 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22. I am a big advocate of George Russell. Before he went even, I was a big advocate before he went into Formula 3. Put it that way. But the problem George has got now, he's teamed up with Lewis Hamilton. And in my opinion, George needs to stay in line. He will be the leader of He will be the leader of Mercedes one day. Lewis will do a couple of years, then he'll retire, and then George will move in and be the man in Mercedes. Very simple. Very simple. He needs to wait his turn. He's trying his best. I know, look, I know when you're in Formula One and you're with your teammate, the first rule of Formula One is to beat your teammate. But this guy is just too eager, and it's showing. It showed in Australia, and it's showing again in Baku. It's showing again in Baku. We're only a few races into the season, and look, trouble's happening already with George Russell. George Russell should have been in Q3, but he wasn't. It was his arrogance what stopped him from getting in Q3. But what did we get at the end? We got Simon Lazenby, the stupid geek from Sky Sports F1, saying the reason why he didn't get into Q3 because Lewis Hamilton was towing Oscar Piastri, so George didn't get into Q3. Why would Lewis do that deliberately? Why would he do it deliberately to stop George from getting into Q3? Why? That's costing Mercedes points as well, because he's going to be 11th on Sunday. So that's potential constructor points. Why would Lewis do that? And you know what happened when he said it? He tried to look at Damon Hill. Damon Hill put his head down. Not interested. Damon Hill's clever. He knows what happened to Johnny Herbert, which shouldn't have got sacked in the first place. He wants his job. He's not getting involved. Naomi Schiff says, I don't think Lewis done it on purpose. She stood up for Lewis Hamilton because she knows. Why would Lewis do it on purpose? You stupid geek. Lazenby should be exited from Formula One. Simple. Very simple. Very simple. And that's all I got to say, man. That's all I got to say. It's unbelievable the way this Sky Sports F1 team, especially them two, you got Paul the Rest of 2.0, Carew. He'll say whatever's telling to him. Whatever they say to him in the back, he'll say it just to fit in. Trying to fit in. You'll never fit in. Never. Not to them. Not to them. You say, they tell you what to say, you'll say it. But Johnny Herbert wasn't like that. Johnny Herbert was a true man. He'll come out and he'll say what he wants. Just like he said that thing about Max Verstappen and Lewis Hamilton. He didn't have respect for Lewis. So what happened? Red Bull went on a little flipping rant, a little hissy fit, and stopped speaking to Sky Sports F1 for the weekend because Max's feelings was hurt. And what happened to Sky Sports F1? They started pandering to Red Bull and started kissing them up the A. That's exactly what they did. And this is why the Sky Sports F1 team are all yes men. I am not going to come on my channel. I refuse to come on my channel. Ever come on my channel and sell out just so maybe I can get invited onto Sky Sports F1. Never going to happen. I don't care if I get 20 views, 30 views, 1,000 views. I'm still never going to change. I will continue to march on because this is what I do. I love my channel. I got people coming. I got TOTO Hammer, up and coming streamer, up and coming content creator. His future's looking bright. He's on my channel and he's going to continue to come on my channel. And in the future, I got more coming. More coming is coming on my channel. I will expand my channel into an empire. Solo P1 empire. I will march on. I will continue to march on. I will never, ever stop doing what I do. Because nobody's going to come out and tell you how it is like me. Established 2017 and counting. I will never stop doing this. I love Formula One and this is my passion. Just like doing Liverpool watch-alongs. It's my passion. Just like WWE pay-per-views. My passion. Never going to stop doing my stuff on my channel. Same goes to Twitch as well. So that's it, man. That's the end of this. Solo P1 is signing out. See you tomorrow for the build-up of this qualifying practice, qualifying for the race, for the speed race, whatever it is, whatever it's called. I'll see you tomorrow. Hit the like button, guys. Hit the subscribe. Scan the QR codes. See you tomorrow. See you later. I'm going to start the video, guys. See you later, guys. Solo P1 signing out.